Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. When I am recording and I'm talking to the camera, I'm like, oh my god, you're actually talking to the camera, but I'm talking to you guys and I need to remember that. Okay guys, so I wanted to talk about open relationships, give my take on it. But whilst I was doing that, I thought, let me do my makeup. Remember in my last video, I told you, don't come here for makeup. I'm just doing a quick eyebrow, quick foundation. This is going to be nothing crazy. I'm not going to be telling you guys how to do it because you don't want your makeup to look like mine, but we're gonna go on a journey together. You're going to see how I develop in learning how to do makeup as well, because eventually it's something that I want to be able to do, because most of the time I don't get involved with the photo stuff, because you know, if you put the light on it and you see what's going on with my makeup, it's a no. So anyway, let's get on with it. I bought like some new brushes and stuff, but that's just because my old ones were just, usually I just get like a basic, you know what I mean? I get it from like Superdrug, you know, like £2 whatever foundation brush. I don't care in it. As long as it can hold the foundation and put it on my face, that's what I use. But I just bought this little set. It's got like a foundation brush and all this kind of stuff in it. So we'll see how we get on. I've had this one before, but we'll see. Yeah, like I said, I don't want to hear nothing about technique. Yeah, I don't want to hear nothing about do it like this, do it. Yeah, that's not what we're here for, okay? My take on open relationships, and obviously with the whole August Alsina, Jada, whatever the case, what her husband Will, and all this that's just recently come to light. I'm just so like, I don't know why it's such a big deal, and I suppose it's a big deal because it's in the public eye and we're watching their business and all this kind of stuff. And now she's saying that she didn't say, no. Now he's saying that he didn't say that she could sleep with her husband. Oh, no. Now she's saying that they never had an affair, but obviously I don't believe that. But it's okay. It's okay. Now, guys, I know that I'm so unprepared. I know, guys, everyone's going to be like, how can you let your husband or your wife like be with somebody else? How can you let somebody else sleep and build something with somebody else? And for me, guys, it's like, okay, so I'm 26, yeah, and okay, cool. Now, dude, these eyebrows are bad. They're actually so bad, but obviously who cares, innit? Because I've been unable to go and get them done. Just give them little colour, see how that goes. Do you know what? I don't usually put the pencil on my eyebrows, guys, because to be honest, I don't actually know how to really like conceal them and stuff. So, I don't usually do that. But I'm trying to be fancy today. So at 26, I'm not at all. Oh my god. Fuck. The one time I do makeup for you lot, one time, look how I mess up my chair. Anyway, I'm 26, so I'm not gonna say, yeah, of course I want my partner right now to tell me, boom, let's go and introduce somebody else in our situation. I think I'm definitely too young for that. But you see, when it gets to like 40s, you're in your 40s or you're in your 50s and you want to spice it up a little bit, you want to introduce something different. So I'm going to give you a few takes, because I don't think it's as simple as she was with August and Will accepted that. That's not what I think's happened. What I think is that certain situations push you to accept things that you wouldn't accept when you was younger, you know? So at 26, it's a no. You can't tell me we're going to have an open relationship. We're too young for that. You might as well go and be with that other person or be single and go and date. But you see, when you're married, and you've been together for a while, and you know, it's just not what it used to be, and you're thinking you don't want to split up. Do you know what I mean? You don't want to separate because you like each other's company. You know, you like to be together, you like to do things together. You have like a strong friendship as well as a relationship. Woo! You want to be together, you're still really good friends. Do you know, there's kids involved and all this kind of stuff. You don't want to go through the whole thing of divorcing because sometimes, you know, you like to be together in that way. You like to be intimate, or the intimacy's dead. One of you doesn't want to be intimate anymore. Like, you know what I mean? You're not feeling it anymore. But the other person's still, you know, and you sit down there and you decide, you have a conversation and you're like, do you know what? I want to explore being with other people. It sounds mad. It sounds like, what do you mean you want to be with someone else? What do you mean you want to, do you know what I mean? You want to potentially go and have sex with somebody else. But there's some people, like myself included, I genuinely believe that if I got to that age, like, I'm not saying 100% because you just never know how you're going to feel. But say my husband sits down with me and he's like, babe, we haven't had sex in 2-3 years. It's not your thing anymore, you know, but I still want to have sex. I still want to boom, boom, boom. Do you know what I mean? You know what I mean? I still want to do this. I still want to do that. And I say, do you know what? And he says, but I don't want us to divorce. I don't want us to be separate because I believe that we still have life. We just don't have life in that area anymore, you know? So say he comes home and he says that to me. And I say, do you know what? Give me a week. Give me some time to think about it. And I think about it and I'm like, do you know what? He presented it to me. He came home. I didn't find out he was sleeping with somebody else. One of my friends didn't call me and say, yo, MJ, I saw your husband and he was doing this and he was doing that. That's not what happened. Do you understand what I'm saying? If that didn't happen and it was done respectfully, then why not? I'm just all for why not. Do you know what I mean? And I think that when two people say, this no longer is our situation, this no longer is something that we can do, and I think we need to do this, but let's not make it messy. Do you know what I mean? Let's not divorce and have to go through all of that because we still enjoy each other. And they say, do you know what? Okay, do your thing. As long as you're not rubbing it in my face. You know, I think that when you get to a certain age, why are we looking at it as if, oh my God? Do you know what I mean? Because it's life. You know, in life, sometimes things don't go how you plan. Right now, we're all going to say, oh my God, I would never do that. I'm always going to be sexually attracted to my partner. I'm always going to want to have sex. I'm always going to want to do, things happen in life, you know? To sum it up, guys, because this is coming to an end. To sum it up, when two people love each other and they've been married for a long duration of time and there's kids involved and there's genuine feelings involved and stuff like that, like I just said, love, don't assume that a simple I want an open relationship just means divorce, or it means we need to separate. It means that why don't we explore something that can potentially keep us together, because we have a relationship that goes beyond sex, you know? Because when you've got a relationship that's beyond sex, you've got a real relationship. Remember I said that. Because some relationships can't survive without sex. Some relationships need it, you know? When you literally are married to your best friend and your best friend comes home and says to you, you're not making me happier in that area anymore, that is something you need to listen to. Because I can only hope my husband will be my best friend. You don't marry otherwise, you know? I'm gonna want my husband to be happy, and I understand that it's the thought that makes you think this cannot work or this shouldn't be. And I know what you guys are saying. At 26 I'm saying the same thing, but then sometimes I do have to sit down and say, come on, you know, come on. I genuinely think as long as I don't see it, I don't want to hear about it. It's just physical. And I know that sometimes Oh, Jesus God. I know that sometimes physical does lead to emotion. It does. I'm not at all saying it doesn't. I'm not at all. Jesus Lord. How can I bring up the thing? Oh, you see what I said? Don't come to me for this stuff. I understand that sex does bring emotion sometimes. It does. I'm not saying it doesn't. I'm not at all saying that that man might not fall in love. And I think that's the risk of it, you know? The risk is sometimes your husband can, but it's like gambling, you know? If you're going to be that type of woman that says, yeah, cool, go and do your thing as long as I don't know about it, and he falls in love with the other woman, that's your else's, because you agreed to that. There's some women, you can't even come to them with that. You can't even... Might as well just pack up your things and leave if that's what you want to do. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? And I'm just saying about, like, we've been hearing about Will and Jada having an open relationship for years. It's nothing new. And they're still, you know what I mean, walking red carpets together and stuff like that. So it obviously does not affect their relationship because their relationship is deeper than sex. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Obviously, I'm not talking about, you know, the brother that doesn't look after his kids, the one that doesn't help you pay the rent, that booger man. I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about that good man that goes to work, comes home. It's all about you. It's all about you. Pays your bill. Come on. Good man pays the bills, looks after you, but sometimes on a Friday night, mind you, remember I said not at 26. I'm talking about 50 plus, them type ages there. Do you know what I mean? 60 plus, you know? That's what I'm saying. I'm saying, do not get me wrong, guys. I'm not saying accept your man coming home and saying that to you now. Please do not. I'm just saying let some life things happen and then see if you change your mind. Because there's, do you know how many open relationships there are out there? Do you know what I mean? And they're okay with it. You know, I'm saying that. So just do not get me wrong. Do not get me wrong. I'm not saying, sis, let him roam these streets. I'm not saying that. Because I'm telling you now that I don't think I could do it. I don't think I have the strength, you know. I don't think I have the strength to watch my man go out there and, do you understand what I'm saying? But there's some men on a Friday night, they do their thing, they come home, they wipe their mouth and they come to bed. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying, but you still have him. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? And I'm not that type of girl, but he comes home to me every night. Guys, I don't know, guys. You know what I mean? I've spoken to a few people that feel differently about it, you know what I mean? And most of my friends are like, I could never. You just never know, yeah? You just never fucking know. Do you know what I mean? You never know. I'm brushing this off because it's been on for a minute now. Guys, tell me what you think, though. Do you think I've done it decent? Obviously, my cheeks are looking hella, though. I think I left it off. This is me chatting. I'm telling you, this is me chatting. I left it on for too long. But do you know what? Yeah, when I used to do my makeup as well, I never used to do this whole thing. But obviously now it's the thing to do. But I never used to do that. But yeah, like, guys, tell me what you think about this open relationship thing. And mind you, okay, don't come for me talking about you're going to let your man roam, because that's not what I'm saying. I hope that's not what you lot got from what I'm saying. But you know what I mean? There's just some men out there that would rather come home and tell you, do you know, and I respect those men. They tell you what they're thinking. Do you know what I mean? They tell you this is how they feel. Them men that tell you after they did the deed. I'm not on that type of man. That's a reckless man. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? I'm talking about the man that's just, and if you say no, that man's gonna turn around and say, no problem. Do you know what I mean? You know what I mean? You got to respect that. Do you know what I mean? You got to... I'm done. I'm done, guys. I was going to do all this jazzy gold finished. But, yeah, so I respect that, man. So, guys, tell me what you think. Tell me if you're, like, 100% no to open relationships. Or if you're thinking, yeah, like, I might be able to do that. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.